for a giveaway. Good, it's lighter than I thought. At first it looked so dark. So I know there's nobody in the chat yet, but that's okay. I want to get started with this giveaway. This is from my daughter's 40th birthday that I did a giveaway for a $25 Amazon card. Excuse me. If people sent entries and the different requirements were to send a card, you get one entry, send a homemade card, you got two entries, do a VR giveaway shout out for my giveaway, you got one entry, a homemade card, you got two. I don't know if I said that, sorry, I'm kind of flustered today. And if you enclose stickers, you got one entry. So you could get a total of 4 entries into this giveaway. So we have 2 people that are not YouTubers. Stacy, she sent a card. She has 1 entry. Diane has a card she sent. She has 1 entry. Star, Light Star Bright 70, did everything. She did a homemade card, stickers, and did a video about the giveaway. She has 4 entries. Mary Ellen Crafts and More, she sent a card and stickers, so she gets 3 entries. Brian at B&D Crafts and More did a homemade card, so he gets 2 entries. And Mary Jo and Chloe 4141 sent a card and stickers. It gets 3 entries because she decorated her store-bought card, so I qualified that for because I wasn't specific enough. So she gets entry for a homemade card. And then Pampered with Diamonds, she did everything. She sent a homemade card. Listen to this, y'all. She sent a homemade card. Hey, Brian, I'm happy you're here for the drawing. I wanted to do it live so that it would be legitly honest so that everybody could see that I didn't do anything funky for the winner. Because honesty is my #1 thing. So let me check the chat on my other phone because I can't really see it on this phone. Wow, it says 15 watching and 3 thumbs up. Thank you so much, everybody. Let me see. I have Brian at B&D Crafts and More, and I'll put all these links in the description below. I have Money G. Hello, thank you for being here. Angie is here. Thank you, Angie. Angie, for the people that are not familiar with your channel, could you please put your channel name so that they can check you out? So I'm going to be doing the drawing for the Amazon card. Some of you know. So Angie's saying hi, Money, and I see hearts and things going up. Yay! So I feel like it's best to do giveaways live so that y'all can see that it's truly not a fixed winning. So I'm going to get started. I have 5 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. Yes, Angie's channel is All Things Angie 88. And again, I will put their links in the description, and you can check out my community posts. I have mega amounts of channels for y'all to connect with. Thank you for the 7 thumbs up and 5 in the chat. So I hope y'all are doing well, and I'm going to get going with this. All right. So, like I was saying, is Pampered with Diamonds. She also made a homemade card, which counted for 2 points. She did stickers, and she did a video of the giveaway, so she got a point for that. And y'all, if you haven't seen that unboxing opening of my daughter doing the opening of her entries that she got from y'all. I'm gonna try, God help me, I'm doing better, thank you, to put the link of that video in the description below so you can all go watch it. And comment if you're interested in seeing the original giveaway video. If you want to see that, say yes, interested in the comment now. If you want to see the original giveaway video in the description below so you can see what that was all about. Let me catch up with the chat. Hey, Ellen Smiles, like 6. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. I'm listening to your live stream. I'm doing some work on my channel. Oh, kisses and hugs. Thank you. I'm going to the eye doctor's pretty soon. That's the first priority thing on my list I have to do because I'm tired of not being able to see, and I need magnifying glasses and reading glasses everywhere. I just can't handle it anymore. So Angie is saying hi to Ellen, and we have trying to make it out. Is that Aniket? I can't really make out your channel name. I'm sorry. I am not able to see your face. No, I don't ever show my face. No. Pampered Chef with Diamonds. I'm in a theater waiting for a movie to start, so I can't stay. Okay, well, I'm going to get going with the drawing, so hopefully you'll see it. All right, so I have all the numbers written. So number 1 is, can you see that? Number 1, I can see it, so you can. Oh, and let me show you, there's nothing in here. Okay, so number 1, I can't really talk and do this at the same time because I mess up with what I put in it. So I gotta get back to the chat after I drop these in. So number 1 got 1 entry. They're non-YouTubers. Number 2 got 1 entry. Can you see the number 2? I kind of did that quick. Got 1 entry. Oh, I want to make sure I do everything on camera. Number 3 is Star. She got 4 entries. So this is 1. Can you see the number 3? This is 2. Number 3. Can you see the number 3? That's number 3 for Star. That's number 3, the 4th entry for Star, and that was the most entries you could get for a giveaway. And then number 4 is Mary Ellen. She got 3 entries. So number 4, kind of having a hard time seeing it. Number 4, 3 entries. This is 1. Gotta fold it right. 1. Number 4, 2 for Mary Ellen. Forgive me for not reading the chat. I don't want to get confused. Number 4, 3 entries for Mary Ellen. So those are all her entries. Now we have Brian who's in the chat. Thank you, Brian, at B&D Crafts and More. He did a homemade card. So number 5 is Brian. He got 2 entries because you get 2 entries for a homemade card. And here's number 5 again for Brian, B&D Crafts and More. And then now we're on to entry 6. And this is Mary Jo and Chloe 4141. She sent cards and stickers. She got 3 entries for number 6. Can you see the number 6? Number 6. Putting that in there. Her second number 6 entry. And her third entry. And she's number 6. All right, so we're getting close to doing the drawing, y'all. And then this is the last one. Yay. Okay, so this one is number 7. and that's Pampered with Diamonds. And I told y'all what she sent, some beautiful, beautiful entry and gift extra bonus. So here's number 7. Can y'all see the number 7? That's Pampered Chef with Diamonds first entry, number 7. Can you see that? Okay, number 7, her second entry. Hope y'all are doing well. Number 7, her third entry. We're almost drawing, y'all. And then I'll get with the chat. And here's number 7, her fourth entry. Thank you for the 10 thumbs up and 9 in the chat. All right, so we have the entries in there. I'll put the cover on. I use a coffee thing, and I'm just gonna shake it up for a while, every which way but loose. Let me see if I can get with the chat while I'm, hey Tuber chat, thank you for being here. That's Kevin. He helps people connect and grow, so you're gonna have to check him out. I've said people numerous times. Hey Miss Southern Belle, how are you? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Miss Southern Belle. Hey, Crafty Shell, how are you? Good afternoon. Thank you, Weekends with Me. You're new to me as far as I know. I'm going to screenshot the screen so I can make sure I check out your channel. Hey, Squirrel Magnet Fishing, how are you? Thank you for being here. Miss Southern Belle, I don't know if you know. Oh, hey, Adventures Lifestyle. Thank you for being here. Good luck to the drawing, everyone, they said. Thank you for dropping links. Squirrel says afternoon to Sharon and everyone in the chat. Love my family. Hello. I have shared your link in the previous live streams. So be sure to check that out. Adventures and Lifestyles. Hello. Sharon from the UK, dare we say anything more without UK police arresting us? Angie and everybody saying hello to everybody. Okay, I think I shook it up again enough. Whoops, I lost the chat because I moved up to... so Miss Southern Belle, you may not have heard, but last week I was in the hospital with a TIA mini stroke. So I've had a very scary and emotional experience. But all my numbers were good. They don't know what caused the mini stroke, so it's scary. The next 90 days is kind of going to be an indicator if I'm going to have another one or more. That's the crucial time, is the first 90 days after a mini stroke. Okay, done with the shaking. I think I did it enough. Drum rolls. Cap off. Everybody's still in there. Thank you, Squirrel. I'm stirring it up. Good luck, everybody. Okay, I've got one. I like to take the first one that I feel in my hand. Let's see who it is. Drum roll. Number 3 is the winner of the $25 Amazon gift card. Now, this is of my own money. YouTube has nothing to do with it. So I am going to be doing some craft giveaways, and make sure you look in the description of this video, because I tell you what qualifies you to win any of my giveaways. So number 3, yay! Y'all, let's see who number 3 is. And it is Starlight, Star Bright. Congratulations, Star. Woohoo! Congratulations. I will get you your Amazon card out to you soon. I know that Brian said he was going to pay his forward. I know there was another person, but I can't remember who. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. So If you see or talk to Star soon over this weekend, please let her know that she won. I'm so excited. I've been very slow to try to get back to my YouTube channel and everything. Let me see. I'm gonna Tuber Chat Channel and Grow says hello to everybody. Hey, weekends with me. Thank you for joining my family. You're very, very welcome here. I can't wait to see what your channel's all about. Please feel free to tell us in the chat what your channel's all about, what your contents are, and what kind of videos you like to watch. I appreciate you being here, Crafty Shells. I'm looking back to see who I might have missed. I appreciate y'all. So I don't know if you have direct contact with Star, Miss Southern Belle, but I would like her to know that she won. I'll tag her and all of you that are in this chat in my description below. I'm working on it, Squirrel, to get better. My numbers are all good. My cholesterol, my sugar, and everything. They don't know what caused it. I'm going to be making a video about my experience. Hey, Vanilla, Plain Vanilla Grandma. I'm happy you're able to be a part of my live stream. Hey, I don't think I have ever caught a live with you. I'm sorry to hear you had a mini stroke. Thank you so much, Plain Vanilla Grandma. It's a very scary thing. The only thing that happened to me is I lost my speech, and that was enough. I feel, did you get to see who won, Brian? I see that you left and you came back. So I went to the ER, Mr. Thumbs Up drove me, and then the hospital said that you should always call 911. I am not center of attention. I didn't have a big wedding. I had a small yard wedding with a JP. I've always been that way. If I have to call an ambulance, it's gonna be for something. I don't want to take somebody else's spot, slot, time. So I'm gonna talk to the neurologist about it. I forgot to talk to the primary doctor with a follow-up this last week because I had so many questions. So yeah, I am on a heart monitor for 14 days. They're trying to see if maybe my heart caused it. I don't know. The primary doctor said it could have been just a piece of plaque, which my plaque is very low. Could have just broke off and blocked the blood vessel to my brain, which if any of you have been watching my channel for any length of time, I've always mentioned that I have brain issues. I've been having brain issues for years, on and off, with messing up I know we all do it, but mine is because of brain issues, and now they want to look into that more. Oh, and I found out that I've had 2 other TIA mini strokes that nobody ever told me about. One was documented April 22, and then the other one was April's not my month. April 2008. But the doctor said it could have been from the anesthesia like I thought. So, but yeah, it's documented. I had one in April 2022. So I'm catching up with the chat slowly. Sorry, y'all. Congratulations, Star. Everybody's saying congratulations, Star. Hey there, everyone. Don't forget to hit the bell. Miss Southern Belle says, it's okay. You take care of you, Sharon. Yes, you did. Oh, good. I'm glad you saw it. And Brian, I do have your thing out. I just want to add stuff to it. So that's the only reason why I haven't sent it out yet. And I know you don't care, but I do. But the fact that I finally did this giveaway drawing is a step in my right direction. Hey, Squirrel says, Lifestyle, I am watching one of your videos, and you had out 6 days ago about dye clothing. Oh, cool. Plain Vanilla Grandma says, I just had a CAT scan of my brain on Wednesday. Doctor thought I could have had a mini stroke. Plain Vanilla Grandma, really? Oh my goodness. So, are you gonna do a video about what made you get a CAT scan and what your experience was? Did you have any experiences? It's a very scary thing, y'all. So, what I will share, oh, y'all need to watch my live stream. No. Yes, I did a live stream yesterday. Oh my goodness, y'all. It was hilarious. It's a big blooper mess up in the kitchen using my, what do you call those? Magic bullet. So, yeah. That is hilarious. So I suggest you go and watch that one. It is so funny. Star! Star! Guess what? I'm so glad you're here. Okay, wait, I got the wrong phone. Okay. See, Star? You're number 3. See? And I said Star. And I did the drawing for the winner. And look at the number. Can you see it? You won, Star! Yay! Congratulations! So I'll be getting your $25 Amazon gift card out to you soon. I am happy to be here. I am happy you're here too because I wanted you to see. Plain Vanilla Grandma says, I posted it today. I have memory problems, and she said white spots on my brain. Could I dictate numerous things? Oh, the test. I had to speak to a speech therapist. She goes, you didn't know you were going to be back in school today, where did you? She asked me word problems. She asked me money stuff. She asked me to read words and say what it was. She had me read paragraphs and act it out. I mean, they tested every part of my brain possible. Hey, Mary Ellen Crafts and Halls, how are you? Congratulations to your winner. Hi, all. Did you get to see who, hey, KY Philly Diamond Painting and More, how are you? You have to replay the live stream so you can see who won. Thank you for the 18 thumbs up and 13 in the chat. Nice. I guess you like Saturdays. I'm so glad that I was able to do this live stream. Thank you, KY Philly Diamond Painting and More. So you probably don't know, and I'm working back to getting back to everybody's channels and stuff, but I was in the hospital last week with a TIA mini stroke. So that's why I'm kind of late with stuff. I'm trying to catch up with anything and everything. I have 2 unboxings to do for companies, and more companies are writing me in my email wanting me to do more unboxings, and I've been turning them away because I have to catch up with the 2 that I have, and they both know. Thank you. I am feeling better. I have my good days and bad days as far as anxiety and being emotional, because the next 3 months is scary, because that's kind of an indicator if something more is going to happen, either another TIA or a major stroke. They said it's a warning sign. But the thing is even though my numbers are good, I am going to, and I talked to the doctor about it, I am incorporating a plant-based diet in my way of eating. I'm not going to go cold turkey. I'm going to allow my stuff, you know, once in a while. But I already feel better in 2 days. My gut doesn't feel full and heavy. If y'all have ever, you know, did a diet change for the healthy, I feel good. I need to start exercising. We're going to be getting a treadmill, but I want to make sure we get the right one. I originally wanted the small ones, as small as you could get. that would slide under a bed with no railings or anything, move it very easily. But now that I'm prone to falling and I had the mini stroke, I need to have the handles, which is what Mr. Thumbs Up wanted anyway. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Craft Shell says the math part of my brain will never be right. LOL. I've never been good at math or geography. So let me ask you some of the questions that she asked me, and y'all can see if you get them right, if I can think of them. I know one right off the bat. Mary Ellen Crafts Morris says, hope you are feeling better now. So that was the last thing I read. So, all right. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to see who answers it right and how your brains are with this question. Everybody I've asked in my family got it right away. Not me. All right. Here's the question. Georgia, South Carolina, New York. What are they? I could not answer that question. I kept saying different things, and she kept saying the thing over again. Yes. Yes, plain vanilla grandma. Hey, I could be giving you a test. Did you get any kind of communication speech test? Grandma vanilla, wait, plain vanilla grandma? Yes, they're all states. I couldn't think of that. And you want to hear something really funny? The very first question she asked me, I knew the answer, but it wasn't in my head and I couldn't say it. So she asked me, ready for this one? The very first question from the speech therapist. Who is the president? I told her right away, I said, okay, I know this one. Just give me a minute. And I ended up saying it. But yeah, I couldn't even say who the president was. No, I didn't. Waiting to see what's next after scans results. No, okay, she's the, yes, Trump. Yep, I know, but I couldn't say the name. Yeah, so it's just really crazy. And then she asked me to name 2 presidents later on after multiple questions. And she said, name 2 presidents. And of course, I said Trump, but I said Ford and Trump. And Mr. Thumbs Up is like, why in the world did you name Ford? And I was like, because that's what came to my mind. And I wanted to get my questions answered. Hey, Steven at Garden Aquatics Remix. Stopped in to say hello. I'm out shopping. I'm in the car waiting for my wife. Thank you. I just did a giveaway drawing. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. I hope you gave me a thumbs up. I've got 19 thumbs up. Woohoo! That's the most I've ever had. And 12 in the chat. Star says, Sharon, please use the card towards your family members that are in need. That is what I want your gift to go towards, please. Oh, thank you so much, Star. Are you absolutely sure? I mean, I know people don't say that if they don't mean it, but so let me give you an update. We just got some news last night. As a lot of you that have been watching my channel know, that I've been helping a family member in need. I don't want to mention them. One of the spouses, their health took a really, really bad turn fast. And it's been maybe 3 months, maybe even more. They've been going from doctor to doctor, test to test, and they kept getting diagnosed with different things. And can be the the worst information they've been getting from each one. It's just crazy. So plain vanilla grandma says, lots of times I know something, but the words won't come out. Yes, you and I are the same. And I do have a lot of kind of, I forget the word that it's in the paperwork, but it's scattered brain mass. Um, brain mass, oh Lord Jesus. Um, white matter. Hey, Lucy, Warren's World. Thank you for being here. They he told me it's like if you take a light bright from back in the day. At first I didn't know what he was talking about, and he goes, "Look, you're 4 years older than me. I know you know what a light bright game is." And it's one of those things that they're pegs of different colors, and you put them on the board and they light up, and you would put them on different pictures and stuff like that. He said the white scattered whatever stuff is like taking one of those pegs and punching it 10 times, and then you get scattered white matter. And then he said, but with a stroke, you get that a whole bunch of times, and then you get a big scribble and stuff, so that you get a whole bunch of damage to, excuse me, to your brain. I love the light bright 2-star. White matter, yes, that is what my doctor is looking for with my scans, plain vanilla grandma. So let's all keep plain vanilla grandma in our prayers, because she's dealing with some neurological stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think it was called Light Bright. Yes. Can you even get those anymore? I don't know. I think you can pretty much get anything off the internet. Thank you for the 20 thumbs up and 14 in the chat. I just realized y'all aren't really looking at anything. I should, and I'm not even using my portable. What do y'all call this? Do y'all call this a portable husband, a portable boyfriend? You know, the pillow that you lean up against. I'm gonna try to get the pillow to hold it up. And then I'm gonna take this out of the way, because we know that star won. Congratulations, Star. Woohoo! Okay. And I have a notebook for any giveaways I ever do. I did one for my 60th birthday giveaway in 2023. And then Christina's, I did the 40th. And each giveaway, I write everybody's name, address, things that they like, just different things to help me with future giveaways. Okay, what was I gonna do? So this is my monkey that I sleep with. He's the biggest monkey I have. Isn't he cute? My daughter bought him for me for Valentine's probably 20 years ago from Kmart. So you know it's got to be old. Let me catch up with the chat. Stars laughing. Portable husband. Yes, Amazon has them, Crafty Shell says. Prayers for plain vanilla grandma. Star says, thank you for your prayers. You're very welcome. We all need them. Whether we've, have shared what we're going through or not, God knows what our needs are. I pray for so many people every single day. I have a regular relationship with God, and that's what it's supposed to be about. Not religion, but relationship. Squirrel says, if we did not have the internet, we won't be on YouTube. Yes, I know. I'm thankful for people that created the Winternet. Oh, Lord, Winternet. Hey, it is a Winternet because people do, drawings and giveaways all the time. See what I'm saying? It's just, and I know that Vanilla Grandma understands what I just said. So when I was in the hospital, I went to say fist and I said wrist, but my symptoms passed within 10 minutes, thank God. But I feel for anybody, and I am doing everything I can to have foods. That's my main goal, is to have foods that lower your cholesterol and sugar. And I've been watching videos on YouTube of people that were caught on camera having mini strokes, and mini strokes can completely mimic a full-blown stroke where you go numb on one side and your face droops and things. But TIA mini stroke is normally one that passes within minutes to 24 hours. Hey, Susie Craft Room and Studio. She's a local friend. Thank you for being here. Do you like my monkey, Susie? So I was just explaining to them about mini strokes and stuff. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but I have grand monkeys. KY Philly. Yay for grand monkeys. Star says, I connected with you, Vanilla Grandma. Yay! So we'll visit on your channel when I can. So let me tell you a little bit about Vanilla Grandma. She does cooking segments. She has dogs, her daughter's on there with her dog a lot of times. She's done some showing of what's outside her apartment. She's done book reviews, movie reviews. She just does a variety of stuff. So everybody's saying hello to Susie from Star and KY Philly. Susie's Craft Room and Studio is another one that needs, you're very welcome. Vanilla Grandma. She's another one that needs, Susie needs lots of prayers. She's been MIA from YouTube for quite a while. She's been back maybe one time or two times every year as things get better, but she just really needs prayer. So I was talking about some stuff and I got off track. You're very loved, Susie. Susie and I are connected on the outside because, of course, I have fallen twice in 2 days. Oh, Lord Jesus. I know you fell out of your bed the other night. Did you do that again, or were you trying to walk? She needs a railing for her bed. Star says, prayers for you, Susie. So Susie does have a channel. She does have content from the past. And let me tell you, if you're a crafter and you don't want to spend money on stuff, she shows you every trick there is to doing crafts with what is around your house and what comes in your mail. She is fantastic. She does tutorials. She does tips and tricks about saving money, not spending money, and still creating beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things. And a lot of people, and I don't think any of you on here have done it, but she's done what they call junk journals. I'm not into junk journals. I like to call them treasure journals because they are a treasure. So Susie says, I am preparing videos now on saving money. Yes, we all need that. And I've been looking for and found plant-based channels for diets that are on a budget. So that's very helpful because unfortunately, when you want to eat healthy, they charge an arm and a leg and a torso. I think it's just sinful. I'm just getting into journaling. Wow. And plan on making my first prayer journal. So Love watching videos on journaling and so much more. Well, Star, I am going to try, keyword try, make different videos for different contents and shout out different people. So for all the people that love all the journaling, that video will be all about all the channels you can connect with on that. All the channels that are into gardening, I'll do a gardening segment on all the channels that I know that do gardening. All the diamond painting community, woohoo! Um, you know, there's a lot of us on that, and there's still so many more that I was learning about before my mother-in-law came for a month, and then I did 2 dog sitting jobs, and then my daughter and her boyfriend came, and then I had my mini stroke. Wonderful, Sharon. Sounds awesome. Thank you, Star. So if y'all are here in the chat, be sure to connect with each other because everybody here is very loving, kind, and supportive. Star, Susie's laughing at something Star says. When you want to eat healthy, just put everything into a blender, right? Yes, and Susie saw that video too. Oh my goodness, that was really funny. Y'all got to watch yesterday's live stream. It was bloopers and mishaps caught on live stream. KY Philly says, I'm going to start a prayer journal in a month or so. I have to get caught up on some other things first. Well, since I was in the hospital last week with a scary, I made a list of priority things that I need to get done, and I get kind of overwhelmed, so having it on a list helps, but I'm going to do it according to how I feel. And the first thing on the list, huh, wow, I can't even think of it right now. Oh, thank you, Lord, is to go to the eye doctor because my eyes have become so bad, so bad. And when you are having a mini stroke, one of the symptoms is your eyes are blurry and things. But I told them I couldn't really tell the difference, except I did start seeing double a week before it happens. So yeah, I ended up, my vision's just really gotten bad. I do know I have cataracts. Pampered with Diamonds says she's back. Thank you. Let's see. What is nasty? My diet, you need a will and a, okay, I'll tell you this. We do have wills. We have living wills and we have the other kind of will. But I have learned in the last 6 months that a will really isn't what we think it is. You really need, I said to myself I was going to remember, Lord Jesus, help me remember. I want to call it an estate, but it's not. My sister ended up reminding me, and I said that I was going to remember because I was going to think of it as, I can't remember what they're called. I have all the wills. Oh, good, Pampered with Diamonds. Unfortunately, your wills don't stop things from going to probate. So let me tell you something else while I'm trying to remember something else. I'm going to check into it, and every state could be different. And many of you know that I'm in South Carolina. But on your vehicles and your home, I've been told, and like I said, I'm going to look into it. It says that you should have it not your name and your spouse's name. It should say, instead of Sharon and Mr. Thumbs Up, it should say Sharon or. Or is a big important little word. Because when you have and, You both need to be there is what I've been told. So I'm going to check into that, and hopefully you all will too. I was surprised, and my sister, as many of you know, that her husband passed away in October, and her stuff went to probate. And let me tell you, you need a lot of money put aside to pay those lawyers for that probate. It costs thousands and thousands of dollars. So you want to avoid anything. You want to, yes, Lord, I knew if I bought enough time, I would remember. We all need a trust besides a will. We need a trust, because a trust, and I don't understand it, I have to look into it. A trust secures things so that they don't go into probate. So please make a note, check into it, talk to your lawyers. A living trust, Susie, yes, she's very educated. A living trust. So thank you, Lord. Susie says, I've lost my whole family. It is crazy, or it is so important. Yes. Oh, so you already know about the or instead of and, Susie. Well, you never told me, girl. Yes, that's right. A living trust, says Star. So if you have ever learned anything on my channel, and you know that I end my stuff with helping and encourage people, I'm encouraging you all to really protect yourself, your assets, your belongings, your family. Please get a living trust. Start looking into it for your state. Start talking to your bank. Start talking to lawyers. Start talking to friends in your area. Just start researching, because we all need to protect ourselves. You know, it's like we all have to be lawyers. We all have to be police officers to know all the codes and, do's and don'ts, and they're always adding and changing things. Pampered with Diamond says, Patty and I learned a lot from my father's death. Oh, yeah, see? And my sister has been dealing with a cousin that was found uh, weeks after he passed away. And she took it upon herself to take care of all of his stuff because she was right there. And I'm out of state, and a lot of other people have too much to do. Love My Family says, yes, we have. Oh, good. So, my sister has learned something from my mom passing away, my dad, our dad passing away, her husband passed away, my cousin passed away, and she had her hands in all that stuff. And she said, even though she's been doing it all, each one is different in their own way, and you're continually learning something. And she said by the time she goes, she's going to know everything, but she's not going to be around to help anybody. If you own a home and property and vehicles, anything worth money, you really, really, really need to invest in researching to protect yourself. And as I get these things accomplished on my must to-do list, I am going to be sharing that I achieved this, I achieved that, and I hope that it will motivate you. And I can share how easy or troublesome it was. I could, Susie Craft and Studio says, Grandma, go get checked. It could be cataracts and or a mini stroke. She's actually had a CAT scan, Susie, and she's waiting for results. Yikes, I told my doctor my vision had gotten much worse in the past 6 months. Maybe that is why. She wondered if I had had a mini stroke. Yes, there's so many symptoms, and eyes are one of them. And it doesn't help that my eyes are already bad with cataracts. It's been 3 years ago this past spring that I was told I had cataracts, and I was supposed to go back in 6 months for a recheck, but I didn't. I only went because I knew I was doing a road trip and I was driving and I couldn't see. It's like having a film over your eyes, and it really is. You can actually Google what cataracts look like as far as vision. It will show you clear and unclear. It's like putting wax paper over something you're looking at. Thank you for still being here, Lucy Warren's World. I appreciate you. So Susie says it may not show up. Don't get discouraged. Your brain can be rerouted and they may not see the damage. Oh, I just realized I don't have to be uncomfortable. Um, I can just get back here and look. Let's see. I'm going to look back over. Probate is a nightmare. Yes, it is. My mother passed in 2017 and still dealing with it because of the cost of attorneys. See, so y'all need to be listening and heed the advice of trying to get things all together. So I actually bought a safe for my daughter and I keep it at our house here. She has a key to the house and she knows that I have the safe. I just have to put everything in it. She knows where I have a clipboard on my pantry that is visible for anybody that comes in the house of all of my bills and where and how I pay them, when they're due, their accounts, everything. Sharon took me for cataract surgery. It's one of the best things I've done. Yes, she did have a little bit of issues afterwards, but she's happy to see now. You only have 10 years in South Carolina to finish Oh, you only have 10 years in South Carolina to finish probate. Check your state. It may not be that long in other states. Right. I don't know what it is in Massachusetts where my sister is, but she's had a heck of a time since her husband passed away and dealing with our cousin as well. And for y'all that don't know, my sissy has a new puppy. She's had her for a little over a month, and she named her Pebbles. And I believe I have shared shorts, and I have, excuse me, oh yes, I did share shorts of her playing and running around at our brother's house who lives across the street from my sister. My brother is currently in the hospital. He had his second knee replacement surgery this past week, and we're praying and believing that he gets into a rehab facility that will take proper care of him, because last time, it was like 7 months ago, he had his left one done and they took hours to get to him when he needed something, and they didn't give the pain pills and stuff. And I just think the worst. I just think that, you hear about the medical field, kind of swiping kind of things on the side, but not saying all, but we know it happens. So they need to know that the people are suffering and they need their meds. And so because of the crackdown, thank you for praying for my brother also, and yes, for his salvation. He's a very, very, very good person, and I've talked to him many times, and he always says, I hope that me being a good person is good enough, and I keep trying to explain to him. So anybody that's a believer, he calls us religious, but he doesn't understand yet, but that's okay. It'll happen. Crafty Shell says probate in Massachusetts is 3 years, but some exceptions. Crafty Shells, you're in Massachusetts? That's where I'm originally from. That's pretty cool. 3 years, you know, you might think that's a long time, but when you have to deal with probate, it really is not. Okay, so I'm remembering now, I was talking about my family member. Um, so they basically fired all the doctors that they were dealing with, and they're with the primary that wanted to take the whole, you know, reins and do everything from scratch and do it right. And they just were told some, what did they call it? The family member referred to the diagnosis as horrendous. So unfortunately, until they get a legitimate diagnosis, you cannot apply for Social Security disability. So as soon as she gets one, she can apply and then they can back pay her. But in the meantime, they're, you know, the other spouse is working a full-time job and a part-time job. I'm sending my YouTube money and my dog sitting money. I'm doing whatever I can. And a lot of you have made it possible for me to send them $400 in big lump sum, because I don't spend my YouTube money. I just keep it in the account and let it just keep building up. But now that there's a need in my family, I've got to step up, because they've been living in their house for 20 years paying on it. You don't want your family member to lose their home after working so hard for so many years. And so my two things are to help, you know, make sure their mortgage is covered and their life insurance policies, because you can't let that lapse. I don't know why I'm not, oh, okay, it's on the recording. Is that 56 minutes? Do you all see on your end? Does it even show you on your end? Probably does. Yeah, we talked about it on my live not long ago, Crafty Shell says. Yeah, I have a lot of videos to catch up with y'all. I always play your videos when I'm doing dishes, cooking, wash, changing sheets, working in the yard. That's how I get y'all in. Otherwise, if I just sat and listened, I wouldn't get anybody in. Because I can't sit and do nothing and just listen. I have to be doing stuff. And when I'm not listening to you all, I'm watching my shows, which is only at night because Mr. Thumbs Up has the TV all day. But I'm thinking about taking the spare TV that we have, because he's not into electronics, so I have to be in the mood to deal with it and, you know, put it up and get the Roku and, you know, all that stuff. But he will hang it up. But I got to figure out the rest. But I got to make sure that the TV is working. It's been a couple years we've had it for spare from our daughter. And yeah, I guess my brain is getting tired. Hold on. So yeah, I'm gonna see about getting that going. But that's on the back burner, because for the most part I'm doing stuff and listening to you all. But once in a while during the day, I would like to watch some of my stuff, which are movies on Roku. I watch Tubi movies all the time in series. So Vanilla Grandma says, I'm not sure what that says, but have a living will. I can't make out that word. It looks like it's red. Oh, maybe a reply. Okay. I have a living will with, wait, hold on. The screen shrunk. And the chat went down, so now I gotta find out. Took me for cataract surgery. Oh, so y'all haven't been chatting too much. Okay, let me see. Yeah, we talked about it. Okay, here we go. I have a living will with do not resuscitate. No, I don't want that. My ex-husband had the pandemic virus when it first hit in 2020. He was in a coma for 3 months and on a ventilator. But now he is fine. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Even though he first, I don't know, it says flatlined. Oh, okay. He first flatlined while in a coma. If he had a living will, he wouldn't have been on a ventilator for those 3 months. Scary to think, what if doctor hadn't done everything possible? Well, y'all, I made sure, let me show you my, I don't know if it's going to show right, but I wear no, um, no blood on my wrist, and I've had it for years now. So when you see my videos, and then I have do not resuscitate. And then this one is um, heaven, heaven is for real, and you're gonna like it. So my thought about that is God knows our hearts, and when God calls me home, I'm not gonna let man intervene. And the way I truly think about it and feel about it is because I've been like this, my mindset is set that I'm not going to change my mind, that God is not going to allow me to go for before it's time for me to go, because he knows I'm not going to do anything to intervene. Even with cancer, I would not do any treatments because I just, I'd rather have quality, shorter life, or maybe even longer life, because the chemo makes you sick and lousy. But y'all know what I'm saying. So yeah, I wouldn't do cancer treatments, um, and no blood and no DNR. And I actually asked the hospital last week when I was in there for the mini stroke if it was in the system and at the hospital, and she said, "Oh, it's not." I said, "Well, it is at my doctor's." And she said, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to get with the doctor's office now and have them send it over." So when by the time they did the nurse change, the shift change, for morning, it was in the system because the nurses go over all the information for the patients, and she did tell her that I was a DNR and no blood transfusions, even though they knew that that wasn't going to be the case most likely in this. But yeah, it's in the hospital now. Hey, Lisa smiles a lot. How are you? Welcome. My monkey sister. Yes, Lisa loves monkeys too. Susie says, Sharon, look for organizations that will help with mortgages, property taxes, etc., so they don't lose their home. There are a lot of resources. Also check their state to see if they have a homestead. All right, so I researched, my sister researched, and my great nephew had been talking to people too, and we sent everything we could for my great nephew to do what he could, and then I sent stuff to my family member in need. And the thing is, they count, even if a person's not living at your home, they count their income because they are registered legally at that mailing address. So even though they're not giving you money and they're really not home, they're pretty much away at school and, staying at their boyfriend or girlfriend's house, they still count that income. So they did not qualify for a lot of the stuff. So you know what I did? I thought, all those people want to count income that shouldn't be counted when in need. And I know that some people abuse it. Don't get me wrong. But I said, if they want to do it that way, well, guess what? I am going to apply for cards to build up my credit using Mr. Thumbs Up's income, because you either have it one way or the other. And I just got a store card, and I pay off my cards every month. So, and I'm not one to go out and buy stuff, and you can tell because I share my shopping hauls, which I don't really do anymore. I do store walkthroughs. So I just want it for buying stuff every now and then just to keep the credit building. Oh, let me tell you all, I did not know this, and a lot of you might, because we have one card that we use for, and we use it for all of our bills, and we use the points to help out with other things. So I hope y'all know about your points, because you get money for using your credit cards. And so the store card can have a store card, or they can have a store card, what do they call it? Plus, that's not necessarily the word, but I ended up getting that store card plus, and that turns it into a regular MasterCard that you can get gas, food, pay anything that a MasterCard is used. So I really can build up my credit. So I suggest, if you need to build up your credit, get yourself some sort of store card, and hopefully it will be the MasterCard, the Store Plus, and you can just pay all your bills and start building up credit. And I only say this because I pay my bills off every month, my card every month, because we're not in debt, and that's not God's plan for us to be in debt. So let me catch up with the chat. Thank you for the 25 thumbs up and the 8 in the chat. He needs a good doctor that is not afraid to give opioids. I understand. Vanilla Grandma says he is fine, even though he felt flatlined while in a coma. If he had a living will, he wouldn't have. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Lisa saying hi. Okay. All right. So exempt for property taxes. I think it's 62 or 65 years old, and you don't have to pay property taxes here. So Susie, interesting thought. It is 65 in South Carolina, and I don't know if everybody qualifies, or if you have to have a certain amount of land like you and I have. We have a little over an acre. I don't know if you can apply in a regular neighborhood, but Mr. Thumbs Up turned 65 last August. So our property tax was due the same time. And I went in and I told them, and they said, okay, he has to be 65 for a year before you can be exempt. Now, I thought, and I will find out this next year, I thought that being exempt from property tax was 100%. You don't have to pay any. But a friend of mine on YouTube that's up in New York, and it could be different state to state, I don't know how it works. They said that it just is a discount. So you would pay like 500 if it's 1,000. So it's half of what you would normally pay, which I'm willing to do that. But I do know in the military, when they exempt you from stuff, the word exempt meant you didn't pay anything. So I don't know if it's the same or not. So I will let you know and keep you posted. Susie says, you have to have it in writing, not just on a bracelet. Yes, I do have a form in my purse. The doctor's office has it and the hospital has it. So it's in the system that I'm DNA. I'm DNR and no blood. So Vanilla Grandma says, I love that. Heaven is for real and you're gonna like it. Thank you. I had to put that in there, and I know that people think it's for religious reasons because there's different faiths that talk about and believe that you shouldn't have all of that stuff, but that's not mine at all. Mine is completely 1,000%, 1,000,000% personal choice that if God calls me home, who am I to say no, right? Right. So, yeah, you know, heaven is so much better than here. This world is getting worse and worse and worse. So, yeah, I'd rather be with the Lord. And I know your family and friends miss you, but especially those of us that are older, it's not going to be that much longer before we're together again if we're all believers. Let's see. Susie says, you have to have it in right. Oh, I already read it. Vanilla Grandma says, I love that. Oh, it just looked like it popped up. Oh, okay, here we go. Somehow I missed some chats disappeared. See. Susie Craftroom and Studio says, I had cancer treatments because the first time my daughter was 2 and the second time she was 8, and I was caring for my mother with Alzheimer's. I needed to live to take care of them. I understand that. You know, we all have personal choices. I don't have little kids anymore. And yes, they would miss you, but you know, my sister's favorite saying is, it is what it is. You use Apple Pay for everything. Love it. Oh, you Apple Pay, huh? I haven't heard of that, Crafty Shells. Oh, sorry, Crafter Shells. Lisa says, I'm doing okay. Went grocery shopping yesterday and spent close to $200. Yeah, that's normal just for me and Mr. Thumbs Up, especially now with buying the healthier stuff. It's always going to be over 2. So Stephen at Garden Aquatics Remix says, hey Sharon, I am home now updating my videos. I'm glad to see you're up and feeling well. I'll be on for a while with you. Thank you. And Susie says, here it's 100%, but you do have to pay a solid waste fee of like $90. Huh. Because, is that yearly? What would she say? A solid waste fee, that's $90. Because we have a septic, and I believe you have a septic, Susie. So we don't pay for waste. So I wonder if people have to pay waste on top of waste if they get it in their monthly bill, if they're tied into the public. Steven says, in New York, you can grieve your taxes every year on your home in the country that you live in, and that's what we do. Reduce the taxes from what we pay. Yeah, so Stephen in New York was the one that actually told me that you only have to pay half. Yep, on a well and septic. It's for maintaining the dump and landfill. So Susie, so that's instead of the property tax, we would pay the sewer kind of tax once a year for $90, which I'm willing to do. Not that we have a choice, right? Thank you for the 25 thumbs up and 7 in the chat. I'm going to be wrapping this up here because I wanted to do the drawing live. No sewer trash. Oh, it's trash. So you pay the trash yearly for $90 instead of your taxes, because I still have to get something. Okay, thank you, Susie. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you'll be sure to check my community posts because I share mega amounts of channels. Check out my playlist. I have something for everybody, and you can just watch what you're interested in. Thank you for all the hearts. I'm sure that's Lisa Smiles a Lot or Susie. And be on the lookout for future giveaways because I plan on doing dies and clear rubber stamps, but you have to be 18 and older. You must be publicly subscribed. You have to be in the States. It's of my own money. Uh, you have to have content because part of the fun with giveaways is for us to watch them receive the giveaway winnings. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Bye, says Vanilla Grandma. Vanilla Grandma, you have my email, so if you would like, oh wait, I think you gave me your phone number too. I see, and you said please just don't call or text too much or after a certain time or before a certain time. And as you can tell, I haven't even texted you once. So yeah, I'm not a bothersome person with the phone. My favorite means of communication is text. I know a lot of people hate that. They rather talk. But you too and everyone, Susie says, hearts. Take care, everyone, says Crafter Shells. Uh, Make sure you come back and check out the community, the description below within a week's time or so, because I don't know how many days it takes for the live chat to come up for me to add the links, but that's also another reason I like to call out all the channels that have been here at the end so I can listen to the live stream replay and I'll hear all the channels and I'll link them as soon as I can. Okay, so uh, Stephen at Aquatics Remix says okay, so he says I thought it was a repeat. We give our taxes every year. We have sewers with taxes on that, with tax for our fire department and with, yes, and tax for garbage. We call it trash here. Pick up, forget garbage. We go to the dump ourselves. We got garbage pick up 2 times a week. Oh, that's good, especially if you have gatherings and stuff. Angie's still in the chat. Thank you, Angie, for being here. And Vanilla Grandma says, I love text because I'm hearing impaired. I just had one lady text me at least every hour all day long. That was too much. Yeah, no, I'm into texting, once a day. Like, for instance, Lisa Smiles a Lot. Her and I are in touch outside of YouTube, and we text every day to check in with each other. And I'm encouraging her with her YouTube channel and helping her out with some other stuff. Thank you for the 25 thumbs up and 7 in the chat. I'm going to scroll back through. I have a lot of channel shout outs to do. So I don't know if it's showing all of them. So thank you, Crafter Shells. Thank you, Star. Thank you, KY Philly Diamond Painting and More. Thank you for Squirrels Magnet Fishing and Outdoors. Thank you, Plain Vanilla Grandma. Thank you, Susie's Craft and Studio. Yeah, I'm gonna say that not all the channels are here. They cut some of them off after the chat gets so long. So I'll be sure to add more over the week when the chat shows up on the replay. Plain Vanilla Grandma, we're all praying for you. Congratulations, Star. And yes, I will pass that on to my family member. Thank you so much. They will be so happy. Um, I'm still looking for some more new chats that came in. I don't want to miss anybody. And sometimes people come in and Pampered with Diamonds. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you and the wonderful gift you gave my daughter. Thank you so much. Uh, she left it here so we could do it together at some point. Love my family. Thank you so much for coming in and out and letting me know that you were back. I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for getting me over 6K. Thank you for running my playlists and videos with my ads, because that's how we get paid and that's how I can help my family member, is through the ads. That's how we get paid. I know a lot of people don't know that. And next I'm going to be doing some unboxings from companies. So you're going to want to watch that. And Lisa smiles a lot. I'm glad you were able to make it into the chat. I know that you've had some stuff going on. Crafter Shells, I hope that you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you, Stephen at Garden Aquatics and Remix, for coming in. I appreciate your time and support. It really means a lot to me. And that is everybody. So be sure to come back and watch the replay. It helps to watch, like, and comment on the replays as well. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, I hope you join my channel. I have something for everybody. So please be sure to check out my playlist and hit that bell for notifications, because I will be doing a variety of content. And check out yesterday's live stream, y'all, for bloopers and mishaps. I'm going to be doing more healthier choices because I want to do everything possible to prevent future TIA mini strokes or something worse. Not that I can prevent it, but I'm going to do my part. And see. All right. Oh, more chats coming up from later on in the live stream. Okay. Oh, wait, here's another. No, I got that one. Okay, so if I've missed you, it's because YouTube took your chat away and I will see it in the replay. All right. Nope, old news, sorry. All right, thank you, everybody. Be kind, be nice, be encouraging, no matter where you are through the internet. We can. And that's what I love. We can touch lives. We can make a difference. And we can be encouraging. No matter where we are through the internet, we can make a difference. And watch for my new segment of healthy choices to lower cholesterol and sugar, to feel better, be healthier, and I'm trying to avoid a future TIA, mini stroke, or worse within the next 90 days. Thanks for watching. Bye. I gotta hit the X. Excuse my arm.